Hey guys, Ancap24 here, coming back with another video series out of the Broncos playbook. Today we're going to be looking at pistol trips as the second formation that we're looking at in this book. We looked at gun snugs. This is going to be very similar to where it's going to have a play call sheet available for donation. It's also going to be able to be cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and man coverage with all these setups to be able to really kill your opponent. The first play we're going to be looking at, and it's going to be 1.1 in your call sheet, is going to be called the PA comeback. With this pistol trips formation, we're going to have a lot more run plays available to us than the gun snugs did, so we can be able to use the run and the pass a little bit better than we did in gun snugs, but we're definitely going to be able to, just give the opponent some headaches. This first setup is kind of a base play, and I'm going to be reintroducing a route called the hangman route that I brought out on the first or second day of September. It was the first week of the game came out. I did a whole introduction video on it, something that I had found on day 1, and showed you guys how we can use this unique route combination to kill your opponents. The idea of it was to put it on the left side or the right side of the field, the short side where the trips are going to be on the short side of the field. So if the ball's on the left, you keep the trips on the left-hand side. If you look at it, when that comeback route is so close to the line of scrimmage, so close to the sideline, he turns into that little hangman looking like route. That's why I call it the hangman route. With the combination of a Y being on a fade and the B being on any type of pull route, I put him on a zig here, is going to be able to kill your opponent against all zone coverages. So I'm going to go ahead real quick and show you against cover 4, cover 3, and cover 2, and then show you that the A route is your man coverage beater, and kind of go from here. So here's the first play. You're going to go ahead, and this is against cover 4. You're going to see that the guy goes ahead and he turns around. You're throwing this bullet pass. You're going to be able to catch the ball right at the 20-yard mark and be able to get an extra 5 to 10 yards. That's against cover 4. Let's go ahead and show you against cover 3. Same exact setup. And we're going to go ahead here and wait for that guy to get there. As soon as you see the guy pull down, you throw that ball right there, and you go ahead and get your extra yards. We're able to get 25 yards on that play. Cover 2 is going to be exactly the same. The only difference against cover 2 is that you're going to have to wait a little bit longer because the player on the left-hand side is the player in which is going to be in the flat rather than the nickel guy. So because that takes a little bit longer for him to pull, you're not going to get as much yards after the catch, but this is going to definitely be an 18 to 20 yard play. You just want to wait a little bit longer. As soon as he pulls, then you throw, and you'll be able to get that ball, and at that time we'll be able to get up the field. But that's how it works against cover 2. Your man coverage beater is going to be this A route. Right now we got Jacob Tammy going against Luke Kuechly. Tammy's a 73 route runner. He's not a great tight end when it comes to trying to do a one-on-one matchup with Kuechly. Kuechly should win this matchup. Let's go ahead and just set it up. But with this unique route, you're going to see that Tammy is going to be able to go ahead and beat him to the outside right there pretty easily because the guy has to play trail the entire time. So that's the first setup. That's 1.1. 1.2 is exactly the same with the hangman route, but we're trying to show you a different look to be able to get your opponent to kind of not know that's coming. So what it is we're going to put the Y on a fade, we're going to put the A on a drag, and we're going to block our running back. It's going to work the same exact way. The reason why I like this is because the B goes ahead and shows a different route combination to where it almost looks like a 4 verticals play and they kind of forget about the hangman route, and we're going to be able to beat them there. So here we go. Here's the play here. And you're going to see that the guy turns around, and it's going to work exactly the same way. This play is going to get you a little bit more yards down the field, the way it's set up. Definitely check out my video introducing the hangman route in order to see a big comprehensive study on this route combination so you know. But I'm not going to get too much into detail on this. Just want to show you the route combination to make it work. This also beats cover 2, cover 3. I'm not going to go ahead and show it to you because it's redundant. The only difference is it's going to be against man. You really want to do the first setup because man doesn't beat it that well. If they're base aligned, it makes it better because what's going to end up happening on the base align is that you're going to be able to hit this A on a drag a little bit better than if it's not base aligned. So here you go. You see this, and you're going to see that that's going to be open a little bit better. But if it's not base aligned, what ends up happening is the player that's covering the running back ends up getting in the way a lot of the times, and it's just not a great play. So that's why I want to make sure that you understand that. If you see man coverage, you want to leave on 1.1 setup with the A using it as the bit. So let's go ahead and check out the next play. This is 1.3, and what we're going to do is we're going to set it up with this. We're going to put the X on a fade, and we're going to go ahead and block our running back. That's going to be the only two setups. Now, this is going to be a man, a cover 2, and a cover 3 beater, not a cover 4 beater. I want to make sure you see that. So if you saw cover 4, you want to go do the first route that I showed you before. So here it is. This is against cover 3. What's going to end up happening is by putting the X on a fade, it's going to turn into like a 4 verticals type situation where the X is going to take the left receiver, the Y is going to be left wide open when the B takes the takes the free safety out of it. You want to make sure that the B doesn't get bumped off his route and slows up, because that might throw it off a little bit. But as long as that doesn't happen, you're going to get this Y wide open. So here we go. You're going to see that he takes that route, throw it right there, and you can see how open this guy gets for a huge ability of yardage. I had to bolt that ball just because I had pressure in my face. Usually I kind of loft that a little bit more, but that play does get open all the time. And the reason why it's very effective with the hangman route is because once you get people worried about that hangman route on the left-hand side, they forget about covering this. It really is, it's just that simple. And so what we go ahead here against cover 3 again, we'll go ahead and see that the B is going to get down the field. Now I don't have anybody in my face. You're going to see that I'm going to have that ball a little bit easier and get that ball for an easy over-the-top play, guys. Okay, so that's the first setup there. Against man coverage, we're going to go ahead and use that same awesome route here on the right-hand side to beat man coverage. So it doesn't really matter. You're just basically isolating that A there on the right-hand side. As soon as he does that cut, you're going to throw that ball and get that for man coverage. So now they have to cover both sides of the field. And then against cover 2, it's going to be very similar to how it beat cover 3. So I'm going to put the X on the fade and go ahead and show you this here. Now, what you're going to see is you want to stick with that Y receiver, because what's going to happen in cover 2 is you're going to see that this guy's going to cover it there. Oh, got hit. This works on the left side of the field and the middle of the field. Okay, on the left side you saw right there it was going to happen, but I just didn't have enough time. I'll show you it's a little bit better from the middle of the field because of the splits on it, but it does work on the left. It just takes a little bit longer on the left. But let me just show you from the preface here. So here it goes. And what you're going to see against cover 2 here is you're going to see that this safety has to cover that X receiver to the left because he is his deep man. So here we go. See that he's got to cover it. Then when he hesitates just for a second, you're going to throw that ball over the top and kill him. Okay, that's basically how it destroys cover 2 as well for setup 1.3. Now let's move over to setup 1.4. And 1.4 and 1.5 are very similar, and I'm going to show you one difference in them. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put this X on a slant. You're going to put the Y on a motion to the right side, and you're going to put your running back on a swing to the right. Okay, now against cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4, you're going to be easily being able to hit the corner route here because if the swing is going to pull it down, the Y is going to drive everybody back, and you're going to be hitting this. So this is against cover 4. You can hit this RB right away, or you can wait until the guy comes, and against cover 4, you're going to be able to get that guy wide open. This is susceptible to blitzes. I want to throw that out there. I don't have the extra blocker that I normally like against blitzes. So if your guy is a heavy blitz guy, don't go ahead and use this setup. But let's go ahead and show it to you again. So now we're going to do this against cover 3. And you're going to see, again, we're going to move this Y to the right and put the X on a slant. And against cover 3, it's going to work the same exact way, where you're going to see that the A is going to get open as soon as that guy takes the break, and you're going to see how open he gets and get down the field. This is very similar to the route combination you saw on PA end around last year, where you see that you have a guy who drives the foot down, you have that post guy, you've got that back route with the B and the X, and you got the ball in the flat. It's just a nice route combination that kills a lot. I don't say that you use this like a PA end around, but it's definitely got that same type of concept, right? So here we go against cover 2. You're going to see the same exact thing with the A receiver beating that guy there. And he got a player down the field for easy coverage against cover 2, so you can really kill cover 2 on this. Now, I showed you all those. Against, we're also against man coverage. We're going to show you 2 different ways here. You're going to use that same A route, but we built the X route in there as well in case it's a blitz, that we're going to be able to get it out of our hands. So basically on this, oh, got it right up the middle. My guy just didn't do a good job blocking there. So let's go ahead and show this again here. So on the swing, X there, move this guy over, and you're going to see against man coverage again that you're going to be able to get this the slant route open as well as the A. So the A is going to be open right there if you watch him. Then you get the slant route open right there. So you're going to have the ability to get two different routes on man coverage using the same type route combination. So that's 1.4, guys. 1.5 is the same exact thing, but I'm going to add a different wrinkle to it. Okay, so what the wrinkle is I'm going to move this guy over, put the X on the thing, so it's the same exact setup as 1.4. I just messed that up. Let me try that again. Oh, no, I can't do it. All right, so there it is. So that's 1.4 shows it like this with the swing route, right? Now 1.5 shows it with a wheel. Now this wheel route, it doesn't matter what the coverage is other than man coverage, you can hit this wheel route because all the defenders are going to go backwards. Cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. You can hit this wheel route right at the line of scrimmage and get a minimum of 5 to 10 yards really easily. So this is against cover 4. You're going to see, and the reason why, and I want to make sure that I share that right away, the uniqueness of the A route. He does the outside release, then up the field, just drives everybody backwards, and then you've got the X making people go backwards, the B going backwards, the Y going backwards. Nobody covers the flat at all because of the threat of the A receiver. So you're going to show here, he's going to go like this, he's going to go backwards, you're going to throw this ball right here, and you're going to get easy 5 to 7 yards against cover 4. Show it against cover 3, doing the same exact thing. And it's just an easy bailout route, so when people go ahead and throw this wheel, you're going to be able to get this on really easy anything. That guy's going to go backwards, you throw it right there, and you're going to get your 5 yards really easily. Against cover 2. And it doesn't matter what adjustments they make, guys, about putting people over there. Because of these routes, and because of that A-specific route, you're going to be able to not have anybody sit in that flat. This is cover 2, okay? See, it's cover 2. Go ahead here. It's going to go ahead back. You're going to throw it right there again, and you're going to be able to get up the field an easy 5 to 7 yards. I go to this route a lot during short yardage situations to where I need 2 or 3 yards. I'm just going to be able to throw it to that guy and know that I'm going to be able to get it. Against man coverage, you're going to know that it's going to be the same exact thing as we did before, where we're going to be able to hit the X on the slant or the A on the nice man beater over here on the right-hand side. These routes don't get in the A's way. You're still going to be able to throw it to him right there and be able to get the easy pass. So if you see that there's there, it also works against man a lot, guys, when you're playing against a user, because the user doesn't usually, he may see the running back, but he doesn't sprint over there. So if he does take a hesitation to get over there, because if you see against man coverage, let me show you here. What's going to end up happening is Tammy's getting by that middle linebacker. So a lot of times what people are going to see is they're going to go ahead and use the left linebacker right here as man coverage. That's what their user player is going to be, which is going to be the same player that's going to be covering that wheel route. So he's got to go across his body to be able to get to it, across the formation to get to it. And a lot of times you're able to hit that on man coverage as well, especially if that player doesn't honor the running back on that play. So that is the PA comeback play. So that is the play 1 of the formation scheme of the Broncos pistol trips. We'll come back with some more. Like always, guys, hit me up to get a play call sheet for this guide as soon as we go ahead and release the whole series. Appreciate it, and you have a good one.